Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bridge. It's busy day for me. A busy period of time because I did like the weekend Bridge videos, which I don't always do, and now like Advent of Code is starting, and now I'm gonna join this like 3 day tournament. There's just a lot going on, but I don't usually remember to join these, but they do like I think every month a 3 day stars and platinum individual, and I have enough platinum points to qualify. So this is like I think one of the stronger events you can play in for free on BBO. It doesn't mean it's a strong event, but like it's less of a joke than the typical event is. I think it's fair to say. It is Just Declare. I think it was 16 boards. Is it? Yeah. So a lot. More more stuff than the usual dailies. It is Just Declare, but it's not best hand, so the deals are not rigged in any way. They're just pre-bid. And we're in two spades. Diamonds look like a problem. Spades are a problem. The hand abounds with problems. I don't have many dummy entries to even enjoy the long hearts or clubs. This is awful. And if I try to rough any diamonds, like I have to start roughing with big spades pretty soon. Yuck. Well, let's see what the opponents get up to at trick 2. I don't think it matters very much whether I play the queen or king. I'm glad they're continuing hearts, I think. A6, 2, 3. If I had to guess, West has a doubleton. That makes the lead of hearts more appealing. So if I could get to dummy, I could try leading a diamond up to the king. And that might score an extra trick. But I can't get to dummy except by leading diamonds. For the rough. And if I try that, the opponents may manage to they can certainly, in fact, unless spades are 5-1 or something. They can play ace and a spade to cut off my entries to dummy forever. But if they do that, they might have to give me the king of spades as an entry, and then I can like cash a heart. So that could be okay. The question is, do I play the king of diamonds? If I hold on to the king, there's some chance that I'll have more diamond winners because like the ace could fall, like ace third is a holding one opponent could have, and playing 3 small diamonds and then the king would be a way to lose only 3 of them instead of 4. If you lead the king, that's not likely to happen. But, I mean, I guess queen jack could both be in a hand that has 3 or fewer, so it's only half as likely as the other line. The important thing about leading the king is that it restricts which opponent can win the diamond trick. It has to be the player with the ace. And that player may not be in a position to attack spades desirably, right? So I think it's worth giving up a small chance in diamonds for the potential for an advantage in spades, basically. This is not what I wanted to happen. I was hoping East would have to win it, because then they have to give me the king of spades as an entry, and they can't lead through the king. Now I think I have to play low, and like East, I guess East kind of still has to play ace and another, so it's not that bad. I'm not doing that. Okay. So I get to rough with the king, and I mean, that's something. May or may not actually produce a trick to do that, but I'm pretty sure it's better than just like leading the king on an actual spade trick. Roughed? Yeah, of course. But, you know, I made them use up a spade while I wasn't using up a spade. That's what the hearts were for. The opponents started with 6 spades. They've played 3 of them. They have 3 left. The jack, ace, and small. I forget if... I think the small is smaller than the 6. It's like the 5 or the 3 or something. I guess I'm playing the 4 here. It was the 8. Okay. Shows what I know. I mean, obviously, it's not great to go down 2, but I mean, it was pretty hard to take any tricks here. Okay, no play in diamonds would have worked out better. Maybe just attacking spades could have been something, but I don't know. I mean, it says double dummy, you only go down 1, huh? Unblock clubs, why? So the opponents don't have a club exit, I guess? Okay. That makes a little sense. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have 5 hearts, probably 3 spades, because West should have the queen and jack, so we can win the ace and later finesse the 10. 8, 9, 10 tricks. So I think we want to get rid of a club right away to make sure nothing dangerous happens to it, and then draw trump. Trump are 4-0. I don't think I care. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I mind losing the lead to you here. Okay, and they're leading a club. Great. And take the spade finesse. All right. I think there were some things you could have done slightly differently at the end, but they all like amount to basically the same thing. I obviously, like, I don't know. At the point where I lost the last heart, normally when the only trump outstanding is the top trump, you don't want to waste tempo losing to it, because you can just say, fine, rough with it whenever you want. I'm going to get on with my business. I don't know. I imagined, like, maybe there's some scenario where, like, West roughs the last spade and then I don't get to lead a club from dummy. And I didn't need the tempo, so I just knocked out the hearts right away. The last heart. We're in 6 diamonds after East has doubled for a heart lead. Interesting double. I have pretty good hearts myself. Trick count. We have 5 diamonds, even as long as we play the diamonds correctly. Right, you lead the ace first, and then even if one player has jack fourth, you can still pick it up. So 5 diamonds and 2 hearts is 7. 3 clubs would be 10. And you should be able to, like, rough a club in the south hand and then pick up a club. Like, the 5th round of clubs will probably be a winner, but it's not guaranteed. That would be 12. And I think I forgot to count the spade and all of that. So yeah, I mean, if you can just... The only losers you have are the 2 small clubs. You can rough one, and the other will probably be good. And if it isn't, you probably have a double squeeze around spades. Or else a simple squeeze in hearts and clubs, depending on who has all 5 clubs. But we're pretty sure it's East who has the heart length from the double. So if East has clubs, he'll be squeezed in clubs and hearts. And if West has clubs, there'll be a double squeeze in spades for the 13th trick. Yeah. So we just need to make sure that we can draw trump and rough 1 diamond of club before doing all that. Which I think means I want entries to the north hand. Yeah. So let's win this with the ace. 1 round of diamonds. If the suit is 4-0, it could get a little complicated. If it's 3-1, I think we can just claim. 3-1 or better. Okay, great. All right, well now you can really claim because you can just rough 2 clubs. But I want to play it out a little bit just to see what the layout is, because I'm curious. Okay, so clubs are 5-1. 5-2, I mean. Which is funny because I kind of wish Trump weren't 2-2, because then I could show off the squeeze and some of the field might make a mistake, but this is so trivially easy to make all the tricks. I could show off. I could cash an extra diamond here. Just to show off. But it's foolish. Because it is marked. It's guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, why not? It'll be fun. We have a 100% line, which is to rough a club, or a 100% line to play a double squeeze, forcing a defender to unguard the king of spades, which should be more fun, right? Okay, now that the heart has not become a winner, we know East's last 2 cards are a heart and something, so he can't have king X of spades. And West's last 2 cards are a club and something, so he can't have 2 spades. So whoever has the king, it's falling. Right? Isn't that fun? So much more fun than roughing the club. One spade doubled. Wow, and partner has 4 of them. What does this pass mean, partner? Boy, that pass seems very foolish to me. Partner should just bid a spade here. You have a clear preference between the majors, and you're not excited to defend a club redoubled. So the pass, some players agree that the pass says you want to defend a club redoubled. Some players agree that it shows no preference between the majors. But here, you don't have any such thing. You really want to play spades. You should have said so. It's lucky that South picked spades. West is probably the player with 4 diamonds. Okay, I should do some counting here. So we have, 17 high card points in hand, and 1 in the dummy is 18. West didn't open, but did redouble. So that's about 10 points, maybe 11. 10 or 11 plus our 18 leaves East with 11 or 12. For a 3rd seat opening, that about adds up. They won the first club with the king, suggesting possession of the ace but not the queen. So West has the queen, but still led the 3. So at least 3 clubs. But probably not 4, because redouble, says you're interested in defending. If you had 4 clubs, you might be afraid to do that. So I would guess that West has queen 3rd of clubs, and East has ace king 5th. I don't know where the 10 or the 9 are. They're probably split. So if East has ace, king, fifth of clubs, and opened a club with 11 or 12 points. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Do I try to cross ruff in hearts and clubs? Do I try to draw trump? I don't think I really can draw trump because the suit is probably 4-1. Why is he switching to the 6 of diamonds? I mean, I guess the doubleton there makes that make a reasonable amount of sense, right? Probably West has the king or queen of hearts. Because if holding both, East would be inclined to switch to that. So that's already 5 points for, well, 4 points for West. The heart queen and the club queen. And we said they have 10 or 11, including the jack of diamonds. That's about 5. They can't have both spade honors. And if West is doubling spades, they probably have 4. But it's not guaranteed. I mean, I think it kind of is. So I think I could just win this and play a small spade, preserving as powerful of spades as possible. Like, load the 8, sure, if East... I think East has a singleton honor is what I'm getting at in spades. Together with the ace, king of clubs, and, like, the queen of hearts. So queen, ace, king is 9, king here is 12. That all basically adds up, right? And the spades seem to be 4-1, but they might not be, right? It's possible spades are 3-2. And if that's the case, I would rather lead the queen here and then lead the jack. And then if spades really were 4-1, I can still play low to the 10-8, right? So while I think ducking a spade here would work, I also think it's needlessly risky. See? I mean, I guess it would have worked out okay because it turns out the spades are splitting, but East didn't have the 9, so it would have been okay. Oh, that's nice. Diamonds are 3-3. So the opponents have remaining a spade loser. It's like the 9, I think. I could draw a trump, pitch something on a diamond, lose 2 more tricks. Alternatively, I could play a diamond, pitch something, losing a trump. I think it comes out the same, right? I get another ruff. This way gives the opponents a chance to make a mistake by not ruffing the 2, I guess. But of course they do it. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we're in a spade doubled, making an over trick. Pretty cool. I mean, the rest of the field is also in a spade doubled and presumably doing fairly well. But maybe they don't all find an over trick. Yeah, a low spade from both hands would not have been successful, but 3 to the 5 would have worked. But leading the queen is much safer. Or the jack or whatever I led. 4 spades. East didn't open. We have a diamond loser. and a club loser. And some number of spade losers. The most likely avenue of extra tricks is to establish a diamond, right? I have enough entries to do that. I don't necessarily have enough stoppers, but the opponents might not realize in time that they need to switch to spades. Clubs. And they haven't. Okay. Okay, so we have 2 spade losers, but there's not a lot we could have done about that. Although, I'm now realizing, wait a minute, if I rough this last diamond, I won't have many trumps? I guess that's fine. I don't need the trumps for anything. So a heart, East can ruff and draw the last trump if he wants. Like, we know East's last 2 cards, right? They're King, Jack of spades, and 2 clubs. So I can play a club to the ace here. Or I can play a heart. I think it comes out the same. I guess I'll play the club myself. No, I'm so stupid. It was supposed to be a heart. Oh, no. I could... Oh. What a stupid play. It had... I think it had to be the... Wait, maybe it didn't make a difference. Let me look at this board again, please. Here, I ruffed. Yeah, it has to be the heart. Because East can ruff this, draw the last trump, but then when they play a club, I jump on it and play a diamond, which wins. I gave the opponents time to cash their club. This is a terrible score. I knew everything that was going on, but still made the wrong play. I thought it didn't matter, but obviously it does. Okay, we're in 1-0. Opponents leading spades is good news for me. I guess I'll play small. It blocks the spade suit, but I have clubs to unblock, so I don't really care. And I don't want to show them that I have the queen and jack. I want them to hope their partner might have some of them. Okay, sad. I'll play low once, I guess. Jump on this to continue spades, and now West can't lead anything. All right. You know, it's a match point event. A bad board is just a bad board. You got to collect yourself, move on, and go back to scoring well. Don't dwell on this too much. And I think we did pretty well on this board, since I clearly do not deserve to make 1 no trump. I do deserve to make 1 no trump. Why couldn't they just continue hearts, though? It says I have to not cover. That's true. Oh, I see. If they continue hearts, fine, I lose 2 hearts, but then they can never attack diamonds at all, because West has all the stoppers. So East can lead 1 red suit, but not both. It's interesting that it says low is okay. Doesn't that leave East on lead able to... I guess the diamonds and the hearts are both still vulnerable, and East can still only lead one of them. But leading the diamonds seems more painful to me than the heart. I guess it isn't. Okay, interesting. Two spades. West has overcalled a heart and doubled, and East is just not interested. This Jack of Spades is probably a singleton. And West has like a bunch of other honors, right? I mean, 10 points in dummy. We have 12 is 22. West overcalled and doubled. I mean, like 15 points you would think at least, right? 13? We'll see about that. So I think East has like about a king. And that includes the Queen of Spades. So we really don't expect to see much else from East. With Trump likely 4-1, we might not be able to rough all the cards we want to rough. Like 2 rounds of diamonds or a heart and a club. So maybe we're supposed to go for roughs as early as possible. Maybe we're supposed to just accept that we can't rough stuff and draw Trump. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, let's win this and play a diamond straight away. West wins the ace, of course. But can't keep drawing Trump. Yep, there's only one. I mean, spades are 4-1 is what I meant to start saying, but not what I started saying at all. There's only one spade out there bigger than the 7, though. East has like 10 small. So 8 roughed with the 7 does produce a trick, even if it gets over roughed. The thing is, though, like, don't I want to take the heart finesse? I think so. I don't need to actually take a heart rough at the moment. I want to play on clubs. And West has to, give me the entries for the diamond rough that I want to take anyway. Cool. So East still has 10x of spades. And I think their last card is a heart. So they're roughing this club, but, what can you do? I think that went okay. Yeah, I mean, what more could you ask for, right? East overcalled a spade and West raised to 2. We're in 3 diamonds. Those hearts sure are begging to be set up. Don't really have enough entries, though. Yeah, that's just never going to happen. I mean, I guess if you found the ace of diamonds on your left and hearts were 3-3, maybe you could play ace of hearts, heart rough, diamond the king, heart rough, finish drawing Trump, lose both your spades, but then ace of clubs gets you over there to pitch away your club losers. I don't think that's very likely. Both like That's an unlikely layout, and I think even if the layout is like that, the opponents can probably disrupt it somehow. So I think we should just give up on setting up the hearts and hope to instead set up or take a spade ruff. And then in clubs we'll play low to the queen at some point and hopefully finesse East's king. Well, I kind of have to take this finesse now or I'm never going to. And I guess this way it's guaranteed, right? If West has the king, we're actually like winning the queen right away. And if East has the king, which is what I expected, then yeah, the queen's still winning a trick eventually. Oh, this. That's why they did this. Yeah, of course. The Trump promotion. I don't think I could have done this differently, though. I guess you ruff with the 9. Good. Ruffing with the queen could work, and in this case actually both would work, because the 10 was onside and dropping. But if it's only one of those two, you have to guess which, and onside is more likely than dropping. Another doubled contract. Lively auction as well. Going to take a minute to look at this one. So East opened. West raised to 2 only diamonds, and then bid 2 spades, and then doubled. West really came to life after this 2 diamond bid for some reason. Interesting. Hearing us bid spades and hearts made West's hand stronger, maybe? This double is... I mean, it's kind of weird for you to take out or penalty, isn't it? Gib thinks it's penalty. Okay. By the way, halfway done with the event in 32 minutes. Okay. So I think it would be foolish to rush to take some diamond ruffs. My trumps are a limited resource, and I need to focus my attention on setting up long tricks, I think. Probably in spades. Dummy has 11 points. I have 8, is 19. West has, let's say, well, if East opened, probably 12, but I guess it could be just 11 for East, right, based on some shape. And West kind of sounds like they have 10 for their 6 to 10. So maybe East does have just 11. West is penalizing hearts. I feel like if they had the ace and king of hearts, they would have just started by drawing trump, because this is the kind of auction that suggests we're bidding on shape and they have the strength. In which case you want to get rid of our ability to make use of our shape as much as possible. So I think one of East's cards is a trump honor. At least one of them is a diamond honor. Who knows what's going on in spades? But probably East has an honor there, right? I mean, so I don't know. I think I want to just win the ace and attack spades. I don't have a compelling argument for why this is the greatest play you could possibly make, but it seems reasonable. Continue spades or attack trump now? I don't know. The danger is if you attack trump, they may just draw some more trumps and then start tapping you in diamonds. But I guess that's fine. Yeah, let's lead a trump and see what happens. Okay, the trump are 3-2, and East has the ace and king. Weird. So now I can ruff a spade. Cross back, drawing the last trump. I mean, I'm not going to make the contract, but I'll only be down 1. If there were a singleton club somewhere, I guess if I could guess it, that would be useful, but that's not the case. I can't believe West had small doubleton heart. So West had 4 spades, 2 hearts. Let's think about East. We know more about East's hand from the bidding, I guess. East had 3 hearts and 2 spades. Probably 4-4 in the minors. Yeah, no way we're dropping any honors. So just... Oh, but... Is East's hand only clubs now? It's not, right? Yeah, they both kept a diamond winner. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could believe that there was a line to make that somewhere buried in among all the stuff going on that hand. It says there is. You have to immediately attack. No, that's the only way to go down. I still have trouble telling the green and the red apart when they're so small. But of course, if it was double dummy just making to win the ace, it can't suddenly be double dummy +1 to lead a club. So even if you can't tell what color these are, you should know this is a -1. Yeah, it says leading hearts is fine. Gotta play a big one, yeah. Gotta ruff. You have to draw trump before playing on spades? Oh, because you want to lead a club? I see. The spade suit requires work to set up one trick, but if you know the club layout, you can just set up multiple tricks there. Queen of hearts, queen of clubs. West kind of has, well, actually, if West covers, you'll take you'll take even more tricks. West kind of has to duck, and then you can duck a club. Well, 10 of spades, pitching dummies last diamond, then duck a club. They get in and they tap dummy and diamonds, but you win with the last trump and cash all the clubs. I don't know. I think that's kind of dangerous. But I don't know. That might... Given that I didn't really expect the spade play to work, maybe I should have thought more or gone back to thinking about how everybody's honors were. Like, East has showed up with the queen of spades and the ace king of hearts and the queen of diamonds. Like, West kind of has to have the king of clubs. So maybe you could lead the queen at some point. And then just plan to lose one to the jack. Yeah, maybe that was actually right. I just got carried away with my original plan. Okay. No reason to unblock there, I don't think. The spade suit is obviously the biggest issue in this hand. Dummies cards are all worth nothing. I guess that could be a reason to have unblocked in diamonds, is that maybe you could use them to get to the clubs. But if you unblock in diamonds, I don't think the opponents are switching to clubs necessarily. Happy to see the king. What? Diamonds were 5-1. That shouldn't be allowed. Well, not much I could have done there. I mean, I made 2. I think that's about the best you can do. Yep. Two hearts after nobody overcalled. We have some spade losers and a club loser. If I somehow were able to manifest entries to dummy, I could set up the diamonds to pitch a club. But I don't see that happening. I think it's safe enough to duck this trick. I don't see anything bad happening as a result. They might switch to something I prefer. Yeah, like a club. Now I can win this. Cash 2 hearts. I think we have to stop at 2. Well, maybe not, actually. Ace of diamonds. What if I now play a heart? They win and play a black suit. I win that in dummy and lead the queen of diamonds, pitching a loser in that black suit. They probably win the king, or maybe they play the king and I rough it. And then I still have the last entry to dummy to pitch a loser in the other black suit. I think that's nice. I know I said I was roughing this. Is there a reason not to? Like to just pitch the club right away? It's kind of a rectifying the count thing. I don't think that makes any sense. Because now there's some chance, if spades are, right, if spades are 3-3, I can lose just a spade. Oh, or if like, okay, I guess this could happen. Somehow we're forcing out a spade trick. I guess West split with the 10 unnecessarily, and then East had to follow with the singleton king. Yeah, so West dropped the trick there. Nice. Made 4. Better than I had hoped. Favorable layout, and I think a good line. I seem to have bid this contract by myself. What? I just guessed that partner would have spades? Okay, sure. East bid hearts, and then I naturally bid hearts, but not right away. Because 2 hearts here is natural. It shows hearts. In the pass-out seat, it's weird, but I guess it might show hearts still. And then jumping to 4 spades shows like a brain tumor or something. I don't understand how that could possibly be the right bid. That said, I mean, partner has caught me here. I think we're going to be okay. It would seem we have 5 tricks outside of trump and 5 tricks inside of trump. That's 10. There could be a trump promotion happening, though. I think that should be okay. Right, because West has a lot of clubs. Which means the 4th round of clubs, East will be able to over-ruff dummy. Oh, they're just going to ruff in now, because they don't know where the ace is. I couldn't be happier. I guess I need to be a little bit careful that the hearts don't become blocked. Okay, I have been careful. Oh, okay, great. I don't even... I have overtricks now. Maybe I could have tried for even more overtricks if I were really greedy. Maybe I should have. That's true. I got complacent. This is a match point event, and everyone's getting the same bad defense I got. If I'd drawn only one trump, I could have crossed to the Queen of Hearts and then come back. Then, on finding the spades are 2-2, I could have played Ace King of Hearts, ruff a heart, ruff back to dummy, and then the 6 would maybe be a winner. Now, even if hearts are 4-3, I still can't enjoy the 6 of hearts. I didn't give myself that opportunity. So I'm hoping hearts are 5-2. They're not. Yeah, so I could have made another overtrick here. Could have made 6. I think East Ruff is wrong, right? Like, it looks safe enough because you're not using these trumps for anything. Well, first of all, it's wrong because West has all of these clubs that he can't cash, I guess. That's the main reason. But it also gives me time to, yeah. Okay, well, missed an overtrick there. That's a bummer. I'm in 3, no trump. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just like play ace and then queen of diamonds, right? You could try something fancier like crossing in hearts to take the diamond finesse, and then if it so happens that diamonds are king X onside, you'll take 1 extra trick. But if the diamonds are 4-1, then you might be giving up a heart stopper that you need because you need the time to establish diamonds. So I think just ace and a diamond is fine. And I guess we just lose 1 trick here, right? There's not a squeeze to do any better. Wait, what am I? Yeah, that's right. I run all the diamonds. Ace of clubs pitches 1 spade, but there's still a spade to lose, and there's no heart squeeze. I guess you can play out all the diamonds first and see if they make a mistake, but we don't have the timing to make this actually even difficult for them. If we'd been able to cash the ace of clubs first, there might be a real squeeze, but we couldn't. So there isn't. And there wasn't a real squeeze because they both had a heart guard. So even if we'd been able to cash the ace of clubs, we would not have been able to squeeze them out of another trick. We're in 4 hearts. East didn't open. West overcalled a spade. 5 heart tricks, pretty clear. 1 diamond? Because it's not like this is going to go ace of diamonds, diamond, ruff. There's no way West has 6 of these. It would be nice to maybe end play West somehow into leading spades. Like if we could... Well, actually, I was going to say we could rough out the diamonds to eliminate that suit. But I'm pretty sure West has a doubleton diamond, so you don't have to do it right away. Right, that's what ace of diamonds and then a diamond lead means. Actually, maybe West just has a bunch of other suits that are awkward to lead. But we play this stuff first, I think. Huh. So West has a stiff heart. And some length in... Okay, I don't know what's happening here. But I'm going to take this club finesse. Probably loses. I don't know. I feel like I could have done something else here somehow. I don't think there's much I can do now. Singleton Queen of Spades? No luck. So you want to end play West. I'm not sure how to do it. If you rough one diamond, West is down to only black cards. But the problem is... They can always exit in the suit that you... Like, you can't, like, for example... Let's say you roughed one diamond coming down to a heart in each hand and then played a spade. It kind of looks like West is end played, right? Because, okay, they can win the queen and the ace, but then they either have to lead a club, giving you another trick, or a spade, giving you a rough slough. But the rough slough doesn't hurt for them. It's fine. You were already able to score all your trumps separately by roughing a diamond. So West just has a safe spade exit. So the only way you could possibly end play West, I guess, would be you rough out the diamonds, you play ace, king, jack of clubs. No, that doesn't work. West wins it and exits a club. Or tries to cash a club, and you kind of have to rough it in dummy. Or you could not rough it and play West, but then you're not scoring your trumps separately anymore. Right, you're losing a diamond, a spade, and two clubs. So what if you played jack of clubs? No, you have to make sure you preserve the jack, because the only reason West can't continue clubs is that you have a finessing position there. And if you ever lead the jack, that's gone. West spots are good enough that the 8 isn't a threat. What if you actually do rough the last diamond? and then cash your last heart. Then it seems like there ought to be a strip squeeze against West somehow. Like, let's say right now, we don't have to play a diamond now. Let's say we do all this. I could ask Gib, but I want to try this out. So we lead a diamond. And then a club to the king. And the last diamond. West has to pitch a spade. Is West not in trouble right now? On a club pitch, we can duck a club. And then West... No, East can win the club. And if we lead the jack... I see. So if West pitches a club, we can't actually duck a club. Like, this looks like it's a problem, but it's actually fine for them, right? No. Ace, jack. Oh, I see. End play. Okay, of course. Ace and then jack. West has to win and lead away from the spade. That's why West can't pitch there. So if West pitches a spade, then we can just like play a spade, or I think a heart would also work, right? Oh, I'm in south, so it has to be a spade. Yeah. West wins, cashes another spade, but has to lead a club away. So yeah, I guess if you could read the hand perfectly, you could do better than that. East balances with two hearts, and here we are. Our chances don't look great, but I guess they're not terrible. I think I really... problems, huh? I guess, yeah. I need to attack spades before I like use up all my trump entries. But then East can win and play a heart, and that's pretty unpleasant. Oh, a low heart. All right, I'll pitch a club. Oh my god, they're so good at this game. But now I can rough and dummy, right? So... sort of fine? I guess I'm down. But only down one. So if I had roughed that heart return, yeah, I guess it would have worked. With the 10 of spades dropping and diamonds coming in, I could rough, king, jack, spades. Make 4, right? Yep. I don't feel like I'm doing too well today. 6 no trump. Contract I'm an expert in, maybe. So we have 3 diamonds. 4 hearts is 7. 10, 11, right? Three, 4, 8, 11. Yeah. So if the spades are 3-3, we have 13 tricks. If the spades are 4-2, we have 12 tricks. How can we improve on that? Well, we could try... like, if this were an imp contract, where making the contract were the most important thing, you should either duck a spade or a club. I guess, a spade, right? Because that if the spades are 4-2, you're going to have to lose a spade eventually. And so you should do it now. Ducking a club only makes sense if the spades are 5-1 and you can set up a spade club squeeze. Or I guess if like the king queen of clubs come down doubleton or something. In a match point event, though, well, like, it makes sense to just play spades from the top and hope they split. And if they don't, you can still duck one if they're 4-2. And I guess if they're 5-1, you can still, like, go after clubs? Yeah, so you cash 2 spades before you decide what to do. Because I don't think that disrupts anything. Oh, it does, actually. You can't actually fall back on the spade club squeeze after ducking a spade. Because you don't have any re-entries to the north hand. Unless the spade you duck is the first one. And even then, they could win it and continue spades if the squeeze were working to break it up. So I guess the squeeze is not really a consideration at all, and you should just play on spades and hope for the best. And if spades are really bad, maybe you somehow turn your attention to clubs. Okay, great. Well, the whole field is going to make this one. Should be a 50%. I just can't imagine somebody failing to make this contract. Maybe they duck a spade like I was thinking of and only make 6. But it seems unlikely. Yeah, I thought so. Poor result. 56! A whole 10% of the field found a way to do worse. But, is that how that works? I think so. Because a pair who does worse than you get a whole board from them instead of half a board. So to go up a percent, you need 2% of the field to do worse than you. Yeah. So 10% of the field, well, 12 really, made a mess of this hand. Board 11 was my only remarkable result. The rest was all pretty close to 50 with a few slips. Credit just for ducking trick 1, maybe? And that eventually induced West into making an error. I'll take it. Well, tough event. I believe all 3 days are open to me, even if I do badly today. So, again, if I remember, I'll be back for days 2 and 3. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.